Hey, Gems, what's up? What's up? What's up? I'm going to tell y'all that it has been raining like almost every day here. I mean, thunder and lightning, rain, and more bugs than I have ever seen. Ever. Mosquitoes, flies, everywhere. Y'all, times is changing. But baby, I cannot go without saying that I have been spending time with my grandmother. Y'all know that my grandmother has Alzheimer's, and um, it takes her a little bit to know who I am. And we dance all the time. So that is our communication. We dance. This is what we do to reunite. And she was thinking that Tim was her man now. She was blowing kisses at my son, saying, oh, he's cute and all this kind of stuff. But thank God that my grandmother is 94 years old. She'll be 95 July. And I thank the Lord that she's always here, because my grandmother is my rock. I mean, I cannot forget what she taught me as a youth, a young lady, and as a woman. And now it's my turn to take care of her. And that's why I intend on making all her days with a smile on her face, okay? And looking good in the hood always. My grandmother will look good in the hood, okay? So, y'all, what I want to talk about is the YouTube beef gone wrong, okay? It is just, I am going through, y'all know I'm going through this lawsuit, and I can honestly tell you that the allegations against me, I don't know anything about the family. I've learned about the family IG group, but it has been disbanded, and it is just a crazy thing. And it doesn't worry me too much. And I don't come up here and talk about it every day, because when you have an attorney, one of the things you do is you let the attorney talk. I mean, they went to school for that, and that's what they're supposed to do. And me and my lawyer have been working hard together. When I got served, that was a very, very good thing, because it allowed me to look where the lawsuit started to now. And then you got the little side YouTube beefs, people talking about pulling up to your house and pulling up. Well, what I want to show you some videos. I want to share with you about a YouTuber who never was diagnosed with mental health, but went through mental health. Apparently, because only somebody crazy that's doing mental health could have did this. Okay. So it was a YouTuber named Finney the Legend. That's what they call him, Finney the Legend. And he was beefing back and forth with Sin City Manny Wise. And so Finney and his wife Bubbly went on vacation to Vegas. And the blogger Cindy Sin Manny Wise found out about them coming to his hometown. He decides to put it on live that he was looking for this person. So what happened when he put it on live that he was looking for Finney and his wife Bubbly, that it was premeditation. He knew what he was looking for them for, and he acted on the banter. Well, in Manny's mind, the banter was bullying, harassment, and he couldn't take it. But to Finney, he struck on Manny twice, and one more strike, you get terminated from YouTube. Now, what happens when you put these strikes on people? YouTube will give you your first strike and say, slow down, stop what you're doing. Take this class. We're going to make it a warning if you never had a strike before, which I received from Lady Rowe. And so I have a warning on my YouTube. But then I hear that another blogger, True T, has a subscriber, American Born, stated loudly that it's a gang of them to strike me. that they struck me. With that, I was able to have my attorneys talk to the YouTube attorneys. So any strike that I receive now, um, it won't be ignored, but they will trace the IP, and I'm willing to pay for them to trace the IP. Because you don't like me, you don't have to come over here. But the fact is that you are maliciously striking me for nothing because you don't like me, or that's crazy. So now, when the strikes come in, I've asked them to do a comparison on where the subscriber comes from, meaning where have this subscriber used that IP address on whose page. So that is what we are doing now. And I also gave a list of content creators, Tay Talk with your girl. Tay Talk. Um, I've given other bloggers names so that if they get struck, that this is coming from this person who's been terminated and banned from YouTube. YouTube just do not take your page down for nothing. They had to research, make determinations, and a person page gets banned. So I want to tell you that Manny Wise had 2 strikes and he was getting ready to lose his page. So the person who had struck him was Finney. He planned on Finney not striking him again. Now, Finney said that he wasn't going to strike him for the 3rd time because he said, look, I don't want to take away somebody's livelihood. But let me just show y'all some receipts because y'all know I am the receipt queen. I want y'all to see this. This is very, very important. Wait a minute. See, I shouldn't have so much YouTube stuff up here. I need to stop with all this stuff because here it go right here now. Look.
Jerome, I'm out here searching for my baby. The fuck? I went through every fucking casino there is. I heard there's one of my biggest fans here in fucking town. I'm dying to see him. I'm fucking dying to see him. What are we doing? Field bar tonight? Is that what we're doing? I'll fucking be there. I'll fucking be there. Better fucking believe it. You come to my city and think I'm not gonna show up? You fucking think I'm not gonna show up? I should have been the first one to be told. Right? Somebody should have sent me my invite. Mr. Marcus. That's right. We outside. We're doing field bar tonight? I'm fucking there, homie. What's the field bar without the fuel? We're doing the field bar tonight. Fucking go. Or wherever you go, I will be there. Oh, man, come on. I have to say hi to my biggest fan. You know? You know? I heard that shit. I jumped out of my fucking bed. It came out here so fucking fast. I'm very disappointed right now. All this long stream, and I didn't see my biggest fan. Teardrop. Just know instigators get this shit too.
I want y'all to know. Yes. Good morning, Dark and Lovely. Good morning, Mimi. Good morning, my gal. Joanne Davis, good morning. Good morning, Denise Marshall. Good morning, my girl, Dark and Lovely. I already said that. I just love Dark and Lovely, okay? Wow, these YouTube streets are dirty and dangerous. Marcella, y'all be careful. This is out of control. It is out of control. It is very much out of control. I really believe that I was only added to this lawsuit is because of money, because in 2023, 2024, I wasn't mentioned in this lawsuit, period. For 2023 and 2024, when this lawsuit started, I am not even mentioned. And now I am mentioned as a leader of a gang. Okay. Which I'm not. But anyway, we're going to get to that. So that was Manning. And he was riding around looking for his biggest fan. It's not his fan. It was a YouTuber who reported to YouTube that he was being harassed and threats were being made to him and his family, and saying that I was demonetized. I lost my monetization because of Finney. So Manny is looking at him on his YouTube page, finding out that Finney, the legend, and his wife were going on vacation. And Manny lives in Las Vegas. So he's riding around and he is checking every hotel. He has this man's real name. He's asking, are they guests in different hotels? And he's looking for them. Now, I'm going to show you another video about when he finally found them. Listen to this. This right here. There was a, you know what? Okay. There was a pow pow. Let me go back to it. There was a pow pow in Vegas. It it said there was a pow pow at the Bellagio fountains last night, 6/8 at 10:40 p.m. The incident involved multiple Las Vegas content creators and resulted in 2 fatalities. It occurred while one creator was live streaming. The person who unalived the other 2 people was live streaming the crime. This was a targeted pow-powing at the alleged attacker. He has turned himself in the next morning. He took the man when he went to pow pow. The husband, the wife got in front. Now, today is 6/10. Today is June the 10th. This happened June the 8th, 2 days ago. And you can see how back and forth can go with people that you don't know behind these screens. Now, I'm going to let you know that there's people on YouTube with mental health issues, and they tell you that they got mental health issues. For example, that's why I don't go back and forth with misdiagnosis, because she informed me and everyone that she had a mental health issue. Now, what her diagnosis is, I don't care. But you don't keep poking somebody, because my thing is not fear of what she would do to me. It's fear what she would do to herself. Now, y'all know I tell you I dox people. I don't actually dox. What I do is research people's information. Doxing is when I put the information out on YouTube, which I haven't done. I haven't put anybody's information out on YouTube. So when people say I'm the doxing queen, if you mess with me, honestly, I have your information. But it's not to come to your house and do something to you. It's, you know, I have lawyers and there are police officers, and any YouTuber that is in this lawsuit right now, after what has happened on 6/8, all content creators that's in this lawsuit, which is a whole bunch, they need to go to the police station and they need to make a police report. When I said that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 content creators in this report right here, it is a lot of content creators in this thing I got right here, U.S. District Court. You are being harassed. You are being bullied, not by the attorney, but if you pull up this attorney's name, this attorney had a case in 2017 where her mental health was questioned and answered. That this is a person that could potentially do harm to you. I'm going to show you another video. It is getting. I didn't take this lawsuit. I'm going to drink some. My sinus is draining. I didn't take this lawsuit as serious as I'm taking it 610. Before these unaliving happened. Now I'm taking it serious. My attorney is getting ready to issue the judge some paperwork, and I presume it will be there by Tuesday. We are writing this together, and I'm taking this very seriously. I don't want nobody to pull up to my home and hurt me. And there's potentially one content creator here in my city that live in my city who is also working with this attorney. And we have that on record. And I'm afraid. I'm gonna tell you, since this unaliving, and I do go out and show people where I am and where I'm celebrating. I don't tell anybody my location until after I'm gone, but I do show it when I'm out. These threats are serious. And I do have an appointment today with the police station, and I will be putting it on record about this attorney, True T, and all these other people. I'm saying names. I'm going to make sure that I put that on record if anything happened to me or any of my family members, that these people could potentially be suspects. This is where you should not go back and forth with people. You need to take these threats very seriously. I was just going to say he is crazy and deranged individual. This is really sad. Prayers for the family and the loved ones. This is really sad. This is really real. And if a person have lost their page on YouTube and they're ranting about losing their money, ranting about losing their page, I mean, YouTube is a place that this is not supposed to be a job, not unless you're a streamer. This is supposed to be fun and educational and everything. Yes, I have been documenting everything, including when there was an allegation that a content creator was following my granddaughter to her private school, and come to find out it wasn't true. It wasn't true that she was. When I say that we pulled out all the red stops, I mean, checking cameras of the school, checking cameras of our homes, looking for this content creator's car, had a private investigator go there to get the license plate. We did all of that, and come to find out that Aunt Ann was not stalking my granddaughter or me. It was never happening. When you come into my neighborhood, it's just one main street. You come into my neighborhood, there is cameras right there. that record everybody's license plate coming in and out. And I was thankful, and I apologized to her because I was about to I was about to get some arrests made. But I can say that Aunt Ann was truly not following my granddaughter to her school. That scared me. And I wasn't planning on, you know, um, hurting her or doing anything, but she was gonna go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Document everything. I even said ask yes. And I've been getting calls from Georgia, Texas that, you know, they are, but thank God I'm not answering all this. So I'm praying for your safety, Queen. Stay safe. Please pray for Tay. Talk when Tay talks. I don't know if y'all watch her content, but yesterday, that's when I start taking it serious, where I seen a strong woman. She's strong. Cry. And I start taking it real serious. She cried. And I said, gosh, is this a joke or is this something that is really serious? Talking about pulling up to our houses. We had a content creator who said that she was going to pull up. This is serious. And it's not anybody, it's only one person in this lawsuit. But the rest of the people, I pray for Chef Don Don. I pray for Tay Talk. I pray for Drop the Mic. I'm praying for Prosperity Thick Girl. I'm praying for Carlos King. I'm praying for these people because honestly, and I don't want to hear nobody tell me, don't put God in my mess. Because I did get a comment about putting God in my mess. Let me tell you something. God don't bless no mess. But see, I told you that I was a sinner, saved by grace. But I will cuss you out and I will ask for forgiveness. But now I am taking this very seriously. First, I thought it was a joke because I know eventually I will be dismissed because it's up for the plaintiff to prove everything that she's saying. And you should always be afraid. Um, you should always be afraid at all times. Stay locked and loaded. And I do. I absolutely. It's very heartbreaking. Definitely sending prayers. I watched Tay. I'm telling you the truth. I'm praying because I watched a woman who is telling this same story that I'm speaking of now. Um, I pray for PBE. I pray for Empress Radio. You know, because they may not be afraid of somebody coming, but trying to deteriorate someone's mental health. Like, you talking about Empress child could affect her mental health. Could you talking about, I watched a video where a man came to Tay's house taking pictures around her car, and I'm saying, I ain't worrying about that. I ain't worrying about them getting that close to me. But I'm starting to worry now that this is obsessive. This is obsessive. Y'all, this started in 2023. This is obsessive. This attorney have been punitively penalized for this same obsessiveness right here. And that she served me a lawsuit from 2023 with people's address, with content creators' addresses. Now, some of these addresses, like I told y'all the other day, they're not correct. They're not the right address. She don't have the right address up here, but I'm not going to help you. And the fact that this person used their credentials to run a government background check, that is seriously dangerous because it tells you running. Because I had to ask my lawyer, how is government background checks being done? Because you're not supposed to use it maliciously. It's supposed to be official business. And we're writing all this down to summarize to the judge that these things, to do this, is being done criminally. Um, and like I said, for True T losing her page, she's blaming everybody and she doesn't know who absolutely did it. Because when they terminate your page, they don't tell you who, they tell you why your page is being terminated. And I understand that she had 37,000 subscribers, but when you go and start offending people, those people took it upon their own hands to report. YouTube made the decision. I can tell you that this is scaring me, some of the stuff that I see here, and sometimes forgetting the word allege. And what that True T and her subscribers been doing is collecting people's information. That's why I'm not going to play the game of not using names, because I want all of this on record. Let me show you the next video with this Las Vegas thing. And I want to tell you, there have been so many YouTubers who have unalive themselves because of subscribers and YouTubers taunting, harassing, bullying them, and it's not right. Here it goes.
Two Las Vegas content creators were involved in a shooting last night, June 8th at 10:40 p.m. in front of the Bellagio fountains. This incident appears to be domestic and targeted and did result in 2 fatalities. The victim, Finney DeLegend, was live streaming on YouTube at the time of the shooting, and all of this information is allegedly. Details are still emerging. Here is what we know so far. Finney DeLegend, who has around 3,000 followers on YouTube, is a frequent live streamer on the Las Vegas Strip. The alleged attacker, Sin City Manny Wise, has just over 14,000 followers. His accounts have now been deleted, as is customary when undergoing a police investigation. Allegedly, Manny has turned himself into police the morning of June 9th. There's still videos of the live stream floating around online. I didn't feel like it was appropriate to share, but here's a frame of the woman that was with Finney DeLegend engaging with Manny shortly before the incident occurred. She sadly also lost her life. This is reportedly over social media beef. I will share more details in the comments. Follow me for all the Vegas. 2 Las Vegas content creators were involved in a
To live stream this story. This guy, Finney, only had 3,000 subscribers. This other guy has 14,000 subscribers. And the guy with 14,000 subscribers lost his demonetization. And this is what he decided to do, was stalk, harass, bully, bitches. You going to jail. I'm going to unalive you. I'm going to, oh, you're my biggest fan. I'm going to find you. We got this going on right now. I felt bad for when Tay talked, when she shared that someone came to her house praying for their covering and protection. You, PPE, Tay, Empress Radio, and Anthony Loptees. Yep. It's gone way too far. Unfortunately, people thought it was funny when Anthony was being harassed, and now they're saying it's not a good look or feeling. And I can tell you that me and a couple of other women, we talked to Anthony to ensure that he's okay. You don't know what a person is going through with their life, that this could be the tipping point for him. But thank God he is strong and working and doing stuff. We have sat back. We are all guilty. We have sat back And we have watched other content creators every day bash people. Every day they don't come up, they can't talk about the weather, they can't talk about family. They talk about the same subject every day, repeat themselves. Ev- you come on live and repeat yourself every day because you want your truth out, which you feel in your head is the truth, but there is real documentation to prove what you're saying is may not be the truth. So now we got Tay not being allowed to read the court documents, but it hasn't been ordered that she can't read the court documents, but it is being said, okay, they don't want her to read the court documents anymore, even though it's public record. Why? Because they're giving the audience and subscribers two options of looking at something. And then when all the whole story is out, it's not landing good for the people who are the oppressor, are the aggressors, are the harassers, are the bullying. And this is what, like, me, when I get upset with somebody, I'm not going to come up here and keep tearing them down in the street. I just don't talk to them no more. If I don't like them, I don't look at their channel. But me myself, I'm not that petty. I look at everybody's content. I look at Chef Don Don content, and he doesn't like me, but if he's talking about something other than this YouTube crap, I go over there and check it out. I love Empress Radio. And do you realize that some content creators get upset watching the views of other content creators, which are crazy? And that's why we're in this right now. Even though this may not have True T's name on it, they communicate, because everything that's in this lawsuit comes out of True T's mouth. And you got people who have took this to heart and is harassing people and bullying people and bringing people's children up on YouTube and talking about people's family members. And it is getting ridiculous. So I want to straighten this, take a sidebar for 1 second. I want to say this. Prosperity Fit Girl the other night had a story up with my name on it and Monique Samuel's name. Now, I don't know if she put my name up there to bring people to view her channel, but she made some false allegations. And the allegations were that I told her that Monique was low on money or broke. Well, I want to let you know, I would never tell anybody about people that are my real life friends being broke. Two, I would not talk about what money NIECY got or Marcella got. See, people, she went on with that story. She took it down after I told her to retract the story, and other people told her, hey, don't put that up there, to find out that where she heard the story about Monique might have low money or didn't get no money. She looked at it on a show, some podcast, wifey podcast, but she put me in it. Now, publicly, I'm going to ask her today to take the video down where I did a video and she plays my entire video in her thing. She had one title up there, then she had my face, and then she played my entire video without my consent. On the strength of other people, I have not struck her, but I'm instructing today for her to take the video down. This is what we need to do. We need to come to each other, woman to woman, Y'all know I'm not a back chat girl. I can't nobody come out here and pull things where I have conversed or conspired against anybody in back chats. I mean, my manager just simply don't allow that. My manager don't allow that. So I see that a lot of people conversing, their DMs and text messages come back to haunt them. And I don't get caught in that because I've been up here too long. So I'm asking her to take that video down where she played my entire video. And because of that lie, I'm not going to deal with prosperity anymore. Because I actually had people from DC calling me saying that I tell her that Monique Samuels was low of money. And she know good and well I didn't tell her anything like that. Now, that is a malicious lie that has affected me in my real life because people are asking me, did you say that about Monique? No.
And first of all, if she was low on money, don't you know Chris will step in and take care of them kids? Chris would not see her having money trouble no matter the fact that they got a divorce. Monique still has me. Eve is doing very well. Um, I just don't understand this whole YouTube
Beef.
beef thing. It's like I don't know, since 2020 and the pandemic and everything that happened, I feel like YouTube kind of took a turn for the
Lisa,
dark
be
to
right
the
back.
dark side.
Sign this stuff up my nose. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Thank you. You, my love.
Mm, 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 mm. And I just feel like y'all got to remember, you never know when somebody is at their wits end. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. I went out one day to get, some groceries or whatever, and forgot to put my handicap thing up, and the lady come like she about to do something and talking about I don't look disabled and why where your handicap and this and that. And I had to get her together. You just never know. Usually I just walk away. But you just never know when somebody you got one last nerve left and you tap that on it and it ends up in a bad situation. This month is last month was mental health awareness month. This month focus on black men and their mental health. I really feel like there need to be some kind of come to Jesus meeting. Yeshua needs to intervene and um, help silence some of this noise going on. We got too many fish. We got a whole boatload of fish to fry with everything else that's going on in this country. And I don't understand the point of the YouTube beef whenever we have a president that's seeking the U.S. military on us, and we up here talking about somebody being broke. What's really going on? Do views and followers and stuff mean that much to people? I really think that people need to step back if they finding themselves in these little things on YouTube. Really need to sit back and think about it before they go live and say the things that they say. Now, if I had a private conversation with somebody and they decide they want to put it on YouTube, the kind of woman I am, if it was me, I would be like, you told me such and such. Is this something you would want me to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have went to the person and asked them, like, not saying it's true, but if it was true, like, I want to talk about this. Can I talk about it? You mind if I use your video? People just are visual line steppers. And like I said, you just never know when somebody's at their wits end.
Yeah.
It ends up like Las Vegas.
And
Uh,
and Niecy, I'm gonna say this because I'm naming names. Like, me and Butterfly had a discussion, my own decision, but it was encouraged by Niecy, is to just leave her alone. And the same with Mel, um, to leave her alone. She's no longer on the show, but people will come into your chat and they will drop these names of people to cause problems. Like,
yeah, the subscribers are
yes,
probably 75% of the problem here on YouTube. The
like
subscribers.
Lady Road dropped in here, and one, evidently they want me and Butterfly to have a beef, and if she want to do that, I'll create a page so she can fly on over there with me. But when you are out here spilling lies on me, I'm gonna spill truths on you. Yolanda the Great, y'all go over there. Yolanda the Great, hair care tips. She shows you how to make stuff for your hair that's natural that you can make. So go over there. All the content creators in here, y'all support them, because you know what? We got to get out of a way of when people are doing things to other people. Like, they keep saying I'm bullying. Niecy watch all my videos to know I ain't never bullied True T, but she's insistent that I have. So she could take me to court and she's going to have to prove it. And so is this lawyer here going to have to prove, because Niecy clipped the video and sent it to my attorney, where my attorney watched the video, that I did not call this lawyer a fake attorney. And now she's coming back with this crap. But y'all, we got so much serious things happening. Just a few minutes ago, 9 children were deleted at school. We also have the riots in LA. Um
LA, Dallas, New
yes,
York, so forth.
yeah, LA, Dallas, New York, and you're up here trying to sue me, and now that you done added me to the lawsuit, I intend on fighting. I ain't got nothing but time and money. And I'm gonna fight. The first time that she sent the cease and desist to my business, it was handled that day. Niecy received it, and it was first of all, it was like, ignore it, just ignore it. But no, when you get legal documentation from an attorney, you don't let that ride. And I have kept the receipt, so when we do go into court, because I will be flying to Missouri if I have to, and I'm going to present the evidence with an attorney from Missouri. So I'm just letting you know these bullyings, because now, listening in these back channels, after this lawsuit is supposed to be another lawsuit with the same people in this lawsuit right here from True T. She's launching a lawsuit, and this has Melanie Cherie name all through it, and she has nothing. Melanie Cherie fans, Millimeter, she has nothing to do with this lawsuit. Nothing. But it is everything.
Maybe I would ask for my legal fees. I would kind of sue for my
I am
legal
asking for
fees.
legal fees, flight, and 5-star hotel. I'm asking for every meal I have there. Trust me, and I'm asking to bring my manager, so I will be paying for her ticket and her time away. I'm not going to play with anybody who serving me real legal documents, adding me, talking about I was a part of a gang, and the gang, the people that was in, they weren't a gang at all, y'all. There was not a gang. They were friends that were speaking. Um, yeah, I don't have anything against Prosperity. I hope that Marcella and Prosperity can resolve and apologize made and be able to move forward in a positive
And,
way. I
and,
plan
and
on
let
moving
me say
forward.
this also before something gets started with me.
Yeah,
I have no problem with Prosperity.
no, I
I can
don't
be
have a problem.
cordial with anybody, but whenever you feel like somebody did something wrong to you, it's right to call it out and ask, what's going on with this. But I have no problem being cordial with her at all.
Right, and I'm validating that about Niecy. Niecy don't get it nothing. If anything, Niecy be tearing my head off behind the scenes, and I can take that from her because one, we are friends, and one, I was never gonna do YouTube if it wasn't for Niecy. So I gotta realize that what I say comes out my mouth. It could affect Niecy, and I don't want to. But you're right, Tanya. It was friends, and they were speaking in a chat on IG, and they did not threaten to hurt nobody, harm nobody, delete anybody, pull up to anybody's address. I have subpoenaed those receipts. I've been given those receipts. My name was never even mentioned in that group that was labeled the family. That's just like Niecy having entertainment uncut, and she has different people posting in it. Doesn't mean that they're a gang. Know the definition of gang. And that's what it's saying in here. And it's also saying that my thing is that I called her a fake attorney and I ruined her reputation. Now, I never call her a fake attorney. But guess what? You're saying that I ruined your reputation when that 2017 trial ruined your reputation, and it didn't have anything to do with bloggers. Um, Poop was on that name way before this person got on YouTube with bloggers. I have even had LB come onto my page and try to go back and forth with Niecy, not knowing that that's part of this right here. And Niecy would not bite the dust. She would never go back and forth with people. So my name is in it. I intend on standing on business because I should not be in this lawsuit at all. SpongeBob, um, they got on this lawsuit of SpongeBob being part of my email name. Never was that my email name. That was my daughter, who is 36 years old. Her email as a child in Japan. That was her email as a child. So, um, it's a lot of things in here, and I maybe need to send this to Niecy so she can, while she laying down, she can read this because you got cartoon characters named in this lawsuit, and I don't know why a judge has not dismissed this entitled
I,
thing, but
if I would have read that mess,
I'm about to send it to you, girl. I'm gonna send this. I'm not
I,
gonna copy. I'm gonna send it to you because my lawyer has already gotten a copy of everything. Um, they got where remove Wanda Leaf from Love and Marriage Huntsville. I mean, she got the petitions that they made to remove in the use of abuse and harassment. This is all, y'all. This is all in this lawsuit right here. And guess what's not in here? Like I told you, my answer from my attorney. So it makes it look like I ignored um her request, but she says that my attorney harassed her. So either I ignored the request or I answered the request. And I'm going to say this again, I don't have a beef with Prosperity. I have a problem when it interferes in my true friendship. That's just like her saying that NIECY is lower money, and she says that I told her that. And views, she got views for that. So 200 people saw her say that I told her that. And that's not right because she know good and well I ain't told her that. She know good and well I didn't put that on my page. She got it from Monique saying that out her own mouth on the Wifey podcast, whatever the podcast was, not me. And you put my name on top of that. And it's, it's really disgusting because, like I said, I have been very cordial with her, and I have, despite of her, me and her having something in the past, well, not me having something with Prosperity, but her having something with me, she just took it a little too far for me. And I don't like it. So it's my right to keep my distance and not have a conversation with her about it, because there is no conversation. You did this, and you didn't talk to me about it. You didn't. I just don't like it. And those titles are really messed up. Those titles on the things are messed up. Several people spoke to her about it, about, why do Marcella know you got that up there? And, she felt it was all right. But, if you saying that you want a friendship with me, you would have never put that up there in the first place, because that could damage my page. Um, that could absolutely put me in a way that I am damaged. And I don't like that. That is not um that is not in my best interest. And I just want y'all to know this. Hold on, let me show y'all something. Um, like I said, I don't be in back chats. I don't be in people's DMs doing crazy stuff. And because I know that that could come back to bite you. Um,
And y'all know that I be acting like Marcella mama. I be telling Marcella, don't get in this.
mhm.
Don't say certain things to certain people. So I really feel like she's telling the truth here, because I got on them so many times. Do not give people ammunition to come for you, because you know what happens on a mad day. Um, so I child, I,
Oh, this is
mm,
her
mm, mm.
titles, y'all. Let's tug. Speak with your girl. Marcella said Monique Samuels was low on money. Y'all laughed her, but look, she's back. That's one of them. The second one is she put up there. Let's tug. Speak with your girl. Marcella said, and she got my picture. Marcella, speak with your girl. Marcella told us Monique Samuels was low on funds. I have never said that. Never. And this could damage my page.
I just
So,
So
so
you saying that Monique said that on the Dear Wifey
she
podcast?
did. She said that they had a prenuptial agreement. She didn't get any money from Chris. She said it herself. Um, and I'll just tell you, everything I know behind the scenes, but she was taken care of. Her husband made sure, okay, I know what this prenup said, but this is what I'm gonna do.
That's what I'm saying. I know what he's done, so
Uh-huh. So,
I know that he wouldn't, leave her just destitute, and she got 3 kids behind. I just don't
right.
believe Chris would do that. But I'm gonna start speaking on it because I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Um,
That,
but
that,
y'all know that I love me some Monique Samuel.
yeah,
So
and we support Monique. I mean, Monique sends me gifts and stuff like that. I have found some CC subscribers and people in the chat misread, mishear, misquote, and misunderstand all the time. And that is what is causing this war, because I'm pretty sure that True T have listened to people, because she claims she's not online. She has listened to people, and then she responds. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you now. You should hear things for yourself, and you should hear things for yourself. And like I said, misdiagnosis is over there screaming. I called the hospital and all that. I am concerned about her well being, but not that much that I'm going to reach out from Virginia and call a hospital about her.
they can't give you any information
Information, I
anyway.
wouldn't do
They
that.
can't
No way.
help her.
Well, I had seen her online while she was in the hospital, and I said, she over there got her phone. And she took that and ran away with it every single day. But guess what? I knew about it. I saw it for myself, but I just let her rattle. And because being a human being, I know I'm going to speak for me. I can say some things that will really hurt people. So, you know what? I decided to let her ramble over there, get her numbers. It's nothing criminal. It's her opinion. And that's what a lot of things up here are, opinions. And so my lawyer will be serving the court some more documentations next week. And it's gonna be eye opening. It's gonna be traumatic for some people. But y'all pray for these content creators who's in this lawsuit, because like I said, when I saw Tay break down and cry, that tells me this is getting to some people. Some people this is not getting to. This is, I mean, to mess with uppity, to mess with Empress. It really bothers me, because these are not people that I have watched on YouTube that are malicious. Like, for real, y'all, Mel is no longer on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I have nothing to say about her over here. Nothing. And people want me to say malicious things about her. But one thing I can tell you, that Mel wanted me to be one of her bloggers. NIECY's here. The request went through my management, but I wasn't going to do that. I have never been a person that go after people for Miss Wanda. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. If you tap me, then I'm going to tap you back. I'm going to respond. But after this June 6th unaliving, I'm rethinking some things, because I know that I'm intelligent enough to come and speak on other topics without having to go back and forth with somebody. So Lady Rowe tried to engage me last week in a beef with butterfly. And I'm just not gonna argue with anyone. I'm not. I mean, I have my own opinions. I mean, chiclet teeth and stuff like that. I can joke people, but now it's people are unaliving people. Me too. I really do wish that, because I love both of them, Kim. There's a lot going on over here in this sector. It is, and that's why I'm telling people to open up and open up and reevaluate yourself, whether you're going to keep watching this stuff and acting on it, because you got some people that don't have jobs, don't have lives, who get involved in this, just like American Born decide to get involved in this with me. And I'm going to tell you that I had to pray, because I'm going to tell you this. I had somebody actually try to put a spell on me, which rocks me to the core, because I'm laughing at it, because I know that I believe in the Lord, and I know that God covered me, and I'm not putting the Lord in my mess. I'm telling you what I believe and what I know that can't happen to me. And that's why I don't fear that kind of stuff. But to say that, when my children die, they will see your face and all of that, baby, God is covering my churn and me, because I pray for everybody's children. I pray for, y'all, this is like really, really crazy. I want y'all to hear this, just in case is a doubt in your mind, because I am the receipt queen, honey.
Group of us, and I want to tell you something, and yes. I hope maybe this will help a little bit. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to say there's a group of us, and we're doing our level best to report them every time they're bullying you. And I don't know how many people we need to do it at once, but we have some pretty good numbers right now. Good. And I'm just praying that something happens. I've heard through the grapevine that old piano teeth Marcella was saying something mm-hmm. happened to her channel last week. Mm-hmm. And I know we all hit her good. So maybe we really appreciate y'all. I hope we're gaining a little leeway there, because something has to be done. They're not only just messing with you. Yeah. It's here for hot tea. It's a trending. I don't know if she's even got her monetization back yet. There's a group of us, and I want to do something. And I hope maybe will help a little bit.
Now, this was a confession from American Born, who I will be looking you up. I will be subpoenaing your IP in every page you've been on. Like I said, now you threw pebbles at me, but I'm about to throw bricks legally. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. A regular smegula degula subscriber have gathered a group of people to report my page. Subscribers now.
That's totally insane.
And the YouTube lawyers are on it, because I didn't talk to them personally. I got my lawyer to talk to them. So when I be subpoenaing people's information, don't say I'm bullying, because you just gave me a piece of information with my name. It ain't what I thought you said, what you might have said, what you meant is what you said. And I'm not even going to play the spells that was cast on me, Tay, Empress, and the spells, groaning, moaning, and calling Satan. To curse PBE's grandchild that's coming on live on YouTube.
I muted for a minute. What did you just say?
Yes, said our name. Background was spooky as I don't know what. Hoodie on, calling for Satan.
What?
But see, what Miss Black Titanic did not know is that while she was chanting my name, saying what was going to occur to my children and grandchildren and grandchildren, I was calling Jesus at the same time.
You have to say, enemy, I need for you to flee right now. Okay. This stuff is not to be played with. Even though I believe in God, I do. In order to believe in God, you have to believe in evil. And I understand what people are saying with the spells. If you don't believe it, then it won't affect you. Nah, you got to call on Yeshua and say,
Yes, Kim.
got to say, in the
Yes.
name of Him, you gonna flee.
And that's why I'm saying you pray for every content creator in this. PBE was in this, but on good authority. She will be in another lawsuit with True T and me, um, for saying that, child, I'm not lying. I am not lying. Put a one in the chat if y'all know what I'm talking about. This curse being afflicted upon us. Yes.
That's more like a question what she's asking.
Every
Like,
tongue that rises up against us will be condemned in the name of Jesus. And I believe that. And when she was over there doing it, put a two in the chat if y'all heard Black Titanic casting spells on the content creators. One or two. And I was shocked that she was doing this on YouTube, calling the spirits to curse us. Yes. When the enemy comes in like a flood, God will lift up a standard against it. And I was rebuking her and praying. We have people up here who have a background of worshiping the devil. That's your business. But when you openly chant my name and PBE's name and Empress Child and Tay Talk and all these people and Maurice Scott, all these people, we act a fool sometimes, but we prayer warriors over here. So I mean, we need to stay out of these beefs. I'm going to let my secret weapon handle this, and I'm not going to talk about it no more. I'm going to talk about the next filing briefly, but y'all pray for Tay Talk, because when I say I heard a strong woman that can be unshooketh get shooken, I start taking this serious then. Very serious then. So like I said, I got an appointment today with a detective. I plan on filing restraining orders against, and I I can tell you I'm not that scared, but I'd rather be concerned. I'm scared, but I need to be concerned.
you
And
need to keep your bleed with you wherever you
well,
go.
I keep Blicky, honey. I keep the 9, and she is fine, honey. God doesn't like divination. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that word means. I'm glad I was able to assist in talking them all down the channel, taking them all down the channel, the GoFundMe, the court cases. I won. She sure did. PBE was able to do the channels and stuff. And that was out without any help, but everybody is being blamed for that. But we know we didn't do it. So don't forget to hit the like. I want y'all to continue to pray for me. My husband got to have emergency surgery tomorrow. Um, he gonna be all right because God already let us know. My husband is a praying man. My husband is a praying man, so y'all know that I enjoy my husband. I got mad at my husband and grandma the other day because they was trying to go off without me, and we was all matching in colors and stuff. My grandma was saying that was her man. Don't talk to her man. I was like, oh my God, I didn't know that, her having Alzheimer's will, I don't know what it is. I hope you carry your I do keep my little friend. I got two, baby.
Blickety blick.
Yep, I am. And I just want y'all to know I am devastated about this YouTuber being deleted with his wife in public, it being filmed in public. And I want these YouTubers to know, stop going after people, because I do not hang with Tay Talk and all of them, but I know that we are thinking the same right now. Any threat we get, we need to take it seriously and report it. I also want to tell y'all before I leave, I want to tell y'all
Let,
this.
let me let me address this comment. Um, I think people be getting confused, sometimes with this word.
Uh huh.
God doesn't like it. Okay, He doesn't. He, but He does give people insight that can see the future. But the word that you use is saying that people are using it to try to foretell the future and put arms on people. So that's the difference. But I'm one of them people that got that. I see things that's gonna happen in the future, and I
Jesus.
don't be trying to use it. You know what I'm saying, to hurt nobody or to do
Mhm.
anything. But yeah, I just wanted to address that.
And I want to tell you this group right here swatted PBE's house, had the police go there, had the police, told the police that she had a blicky to her head, told the police that they were lovers.
Oh my god.
All
That
of
is
it, not
so dangerous in
no
this.
receipts, no receipts at all. And then docs themselves on the phone talking to the police, where she gave all her information. That was my woman, blase, 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 and they swatted her house.
And see, with the climate, the racial tension and climate with the police and black people right now, why would you send somebody to her house knowing that it could have ended very badly?
Yes, PBE could have been hit by the police on a lie, fabrication, hate, bullying, harassment on a lie. Why they're not in jail is because this case has to work its way through court, and the wheels of justice is slow, but it's gonna go through, because now we have so many attorneys involved. We got the Orlando attorneys, Carlos King's attorneys, my attorney. We got people involved. The sin of doing it refers to speaking knowledge of the future or hidden things through methods other than God's revelations. Woo, I didn't know that, but baby, I'm asking y'all, even if you don't like me and you in my bushes, pray for me, because that was the chanting and
Wait a minute. Ask the righteous to pray for you,
yes, the
because
right,
there are some people that also attempt to use prayer to cause people harm. It's crazy, but
yeah.
they do. Like, if you want to pray something positive for me, pray for me. But if you got anything, any other agenda, don't pray for me.
And PBE had to move, and she and it was crazy. She left her home, so that's out of fear and stuff that was happening to her pertaining to this lawsuit. And I'm so glad me and my lawyers got all this so we can report it. So now True T has picked up the wheel and she has begun to get involved with this. And I'm saying her name because she goes over there saying she called the FBI on us. We're going to jail. This lawsuit has given our addresses. So information is being shared.
They think the FBI got time to be messing with this stuff.
Well, listen, they done reported me to the FBI, which I don't care. But I want to tell you, in this lawsuit that was sent to me that should have never came to me, it has how many people's address? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Maurice's address, Carlos's address,
Oh my God.
his real address. It is in this lawsuit. I
Do
have
you know how
every
dangerous that is?
right. I have every person's address on these YouTube streets that she served and filed against. She sent this to me. She should have only sent my part, but she sent me the whole case from 2023. Um, they said y'all report it to IC3, report this, report this. This is what she's saying. Listen, my lawyer called them. They are getting reports, but guess what? This doesn't arise to a level of getting involved. These people are taking things too damn far. True T gets on her page and on Here for Hot Tea page, reporting, reporting, reporting. And it is now, I'm taking it serious because YouTube, when I'm on here, is my business. So, like I feel with Prosperity, she tried to affect my business. True T and this lady, this lawyer, is trying to affect my business. And I'm not, even though this is play money for me and NIECY, this is not enough to pay a light bill, water bill in my house. I don't make money like that. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to give y'all the best content I can give you. YouTube is on alert if I get struck. Everything I'm saying is alleged in my opinion, but this is happening to me, so this is my opinion. What PBE is saying is happening to her. I never called her a fake attorney. I never did. She filed it the way so that TT and the others could use the information, and that's what I believe. She filed it this way so True T and others can get our information and sue us again. And we are preparing for that. Like I said,
Can I just say that to PBE, I don't interact with you. I don't know you that well, but I'm sorry that you're going through what you're going through. I'm sorry that any of the content creators, is going through this unnecessary stress whenever we got, like I said, a whole boat full of fish to fry with what's going on in this country. I am so sorry that this is happening, and I pray for your safety. I'm one of them ones that when I pray, I'm praying for you and for things to be better. Because this is just so weird. Mental health in this country is taking a huge downturn, and with these people out in the streets right now, I just feel like we getting ready to see something, y'all, that we've never seen in this country.
mhm,
We need to be focused on that and how we can pool resources. Um, learn how to grow our own food, learn how to be able to communicate if cell service will go down because they're talking
mhm,
about that. Maybe trying to see what happened if cell service go down or the internet, and you can't, most stores can't operate if the electricity goes off. You get
mhm,
what I'm saying?
mhm.
Only thing they do can take
Really,
cash, pay no debit cards. So y'all, we need to be thinking about that kind of stuff. And stop all this YouTube mess. Like, this is just mind blowing to me. And mental health is so important right now because you need that. You need to be focused on what you're gonna do for your family, making sure y'all got enough in the house to eat in case we can't go out for a little while if we declare martial law. This is the type of thing that we need to be thinking about.
Yeah, okay, let me read this right quick. Let's get back to the topic. Two people who were black dead outside the Bellagio Hotel in Las Vegas. Social media reports suggest that YouTuber Finney the Legend and his wife were the victims. Two people were shot outside the Bellagio on a busy Las Vegas Strip Sunday night. NBC News reported while the police have yet to confirm the IDs of the victims, multiple social media reports claim that YouTuber Finney the Legend and his wife Bubbly were fatally deleted. The horrific incident was captured on a live stream on Finney the Legend's YouTube channel, and then since deleted, the video deleted, that shows the tragic moment of a man approaching the couple before open firing. While the Power identity has yet to be officially revealed, the Metropolitan Police Department said the statement that they believe we have the suspect identified per the outlet. According to several online reports and hundreds of ex YouTube and Reddit, the suspect was identified as Sin City Manny Wise, who ran a popular YouTube channel, Sin City Family. The police added that the suspect and the victim had previously, y'all listen, engaged in some type of conflict using a variety of social media platforms. And this is what's happening to us. True T has came on different people platforms to blast us, and I was able to give every platform name. Um um, the police added that the suspect and the victim had previously engaged in some conflict using several variety of social media platforms. But on Monday, the YouTube removed Manny's channel because it violated our community guidelines. That's what happened to True T, not us. She violated um, YouTube guidelines. Meanwhile, hold on. Meanwhile, Finney YouTube channels remained intact. However, the recording of the fatal pow pound has been taken down. The latest video on his channel, which has 3.44K, not even, 3,000, y'all, is a 2-hour live stream titled Live from Fremont Street Experience. um Vegas Finney is winning. Here we go. Um Blows my mind that it life is too short. Life is too short for me to go back with Butterfly, back and forth with her. Life is too short for me to go back with Prosperity. Life is too short for me to go back with Misdiagnosis. Life is too short to go back with me and True Tea, or me and Here for Hot Tea, or me and Black Titanic. I'm not going to do it. I will let them say what they want to say for their clicks and views. But truly, this YouTube is becoming wicked. Okay. Rest in peace to you and your family. Um, okay, listen to this. It says, blows your mind that life is too short. 1 minute you are having fun with your wife, smiling, having a good time, and then some clown comes in to ruin your day and your life. Rest in peace to you and your wife, to the family of the victims. I'm truly sorry for your loss. It really breaks my heart to see Bubbly just before the unaliving, as she is very in a very happy mood, innocent, dancing on the strip, enjoying her night out, and it is to be taken away in a few moments later. That Manny Bozo is absolute a monster who needs to be locked up. Yet another user wrote, comment I found online from someone who watched both of them. It wasn't so much of a beef. I've been watching both the streams for a long time. Manny is a scammer and an instigator. Manny disliked Finney because he was exposed for the scamming. Like, I need my rent paid. I need to be supported. I lost $10,000. I lost my YouTube page. Y'all, please support me. Manny is a scammer and an instigator. Manny disliked Finney because he exposed him for the clown that he was. There was no reasons for this senseless act of violence. This was senseless. Senseless. It's one thing about YouTube. If you don't have 100,000 subscribers, you should never consider this your only income. And it hurts me. This woman who was not even a YouTuber lost her life. Their children, their parents, everybody affected because what? Somebody don't like you. And you end up in a lawsuit, harassed, bullied, or unalived. Y'all keep your eye on LA because Donald Trump just summons the Marines.
700 Marines and 2,000 more National Guard is on their way to LA. Tom Homan was sitting up there on CNN looking like he was 5 sheets to the wind, baby, and said it's that he don't care what happens, but what's not gonna happen is them tearing up stuff. So this man is evil. He's evil. If you look at everybody on that cabinet or anybody that's associated with Trump, look in their eyes, and you can tell that they are sociopathic or psychopathic. They are evil. You can look in their eyes and tell.
Y'all, the 14th is Donald Trump's birthday. Y'all, please post positive things all day. You don't have to post Obama, but post, they're taking America away from us. A Klansman, that's what he looks like. He needs to stop because he is not providing them with shelter or food. They will take likely to not have. I'm going to tell you something. What 2,000 more troops are coming? Y'all stay out the way. If you live in Los Angeles, look, pray for talking with Shayna. Shayna lives in LA. She lives right there outside. She could hear the police and everything yesterday. She didn't even leave her house for any appointments or anything. She
And
could
I
hear
thought
the
it was
violence.
crazy that BET was went ahead and went on. You
And
know,
also, they had the BET Awards on the Country Music Channel. They put the BET on the Country Music Channel as well as streaming it on
the same company own all that Viacom. But let me tell you about NC, y'all. Let me tell you about what they trying to do in NC. Hold on
Just
one
gonna say
second.
black people stay at home. Don't get involved.
I'm it's like if you ain't got to, be here, there, and everywhere, stay home. Okay, NC state troopers are being tasked with becoming ICE agents. I need for y'all, if you live in North Carolina, call Governor Stein at 919-814. It's got 200, but maybe it's 2,000, and then press 5. Or maybe that's how that system is. 919-814
Put in the chat, Niecy. Put that number in the chat.
And they are, we got a crazy house and senate here in North Carolina, and they actually want to make these state troopers to become ICE agents. So if they stop somebody that's undocumented, that they go ahead, arrest them and send them in. um
Mm.
Please call um peanut butter and let us know what she's heard, because they are the bill is Senate Bill 153. So if you know somebody, give us an inside scoop, because this is crazy. Governor Stein is never gonna sign this. I don't believe. But I seen it in houses gone rogue before. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens, y'all.
And a
But
Democrat just won in South Carolina, right behind Mr. What's his name in South Carolina? What's that senator name?
I forgot.
Lindsey.
Lindsey
He just
Green.
won. But baby, we have to be very careful with everything we're doing now because
Allegedly the closeted one.
ah, but y'all, I want to say it again before I leave because I do have an appointment with a detective at 11 o'clock. I'm asking for prayer warriors that's praying for good and not evil to pray for these content creators. I'm being very serious. Anthony Loptes, Tea Talk with Your Girl, Chef Don Don, Drop the Mic, um, um, Prosperity Thick Girl, When Tay Talk, PBE, Maurice, Maurice Scott, myself, because this is getting dangerous and we are all targets right now. And we are being targeted by the subscribers of True Tea. And watch your pages, watch your profile. Um, I would not say these people are not bullying back. Um, they are not bullying people. These bloggers are not bullying people. They are responding positively, even with this lawsuit that's spelled out by the accuser, by the plaintiff, that these people are the aggressors. And that's just my opinion, but I'm asking y'all to please, as subscribers, all I'm asking you to do is pray. I'm not asking you to respond, fight for us, put a hedge of protection around us, um, put a hedge of protection around Mel. I'm not a millimeter, but she's named in this lawsuit, which could make her part of it. Um, we are seeing different players in this lawsuit. Um, and like I said, I don't believe, everything I hear or see online.
This is what I tell Marcella all the time. You have to focus on your own mental health, your own well being. Sitting around and worried about something stupid, just let your lawyer handle it.
Yeah.
This stupid hell mess, and concentrate on your own mental health. You got a lot going on.
Hmm.
So it's like I want everybody to get into meditation and prayer if you believe, and get in you a quiet area and talk to God and let him know that you need him because he always there for you, but you need to call on him and tell him that you need him. If not, he feel like you think you got it together. Um, let me talk about right quick before we go the
Yeah,
BET
man.
Awards. Um, Jamie Foxx, his testimony had me dripping a few tears. I'm not even gonna lie. You can tell that man is very happy to be alive. It reminded me of 2020 when I almost passed from COVID. I mean, COVID-19, and it was a powerful, powerful, powerful speech. They were trying to get him off stage because I think he talked for about 10 minutes, and they don't give him but 2 minutes or so. So Um, I thought that it was the best BET Awards they have had in a long time. Um, I did I love don't get me wrong, I love Tiana Taylor. She could dance her tail off. It was a
Baby,
good
watch it. Do you
show.
know that is my second cousin?
Well, listen, your second cousin will be looking like Illuminati ready, okay? Hooded people with little lantern things that had fire coming out, and then Taraji started speaking in the white robe. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Mm.
And then Tiana came back with the robot, just like Beyonce did in the robot type it just looked a little devilish to me.
Hit my
Um,
like button.
let me
Niecy,
see. Um,
see here.
the
Niecy spilling the tea, child.
the 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 thing that did for Jamie Foxx, I like that. I always talk down about Glorilla because I really didn't feel like she was ready to be out there, but you can tell her team has really took a upgrade because she did pretty good.
Y'all
Now
look at my shorts. I did a thing on Glorilla Lotto. I'm gonna put it out today. I'm gonna put it out about Lotto today. Y'all look at my shorts because I dance every day, baby.
and look, I love that she incorporated tap dancing or whatever in it. But baby, Jamie Foxx, whenever he was talking about the memoriam, he called it memorandum or what memoriam or whatever he said. I said, Lord, look at Keisha Cole coming out with her memoriam.
Let it glow.
That's what he said, memoriam.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the outfit Keisha Cole had on was terrible, looking like she fit. You know how you do the pictures for the obituaries. I'm like, who told her to wear that, Lord Jesus?
Mm-mm-mm.
Um, Let me see who else I wanted to mention. Um, of course, Kendrick Lamar got album of the year. I be playing the mess out of it. The 3 songs of there I really love.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and Kendrick was there and SZA, and I thought that was cool, even though they on tour. Chris Brown won, but he wasn't there. Um, who else won?
I want to answer Daisy. Daisy, let me tell you this for real. Didn't finish typing, listen to a CC. This is an old YouTube harassment plot. Believe me, I have been in it. What happens is smaller content creators who get involved with this lawsuit saying that Tay is bothering True T, but none of these smaller content creators is putting out receipts, right? So what they're doing is they feel sorry for True T. So they're coming out and speaking against the content creators. Only thing Tay is doing is reading public documents. Now, it's fine when True T read these public documents. It's fine when um, T from TV, who is a very good girl who reads documents. It's fine when Midas Touch read documents. It's fine when other people are reading documents and it's not harassment. We have YouTubers right now that is reporting on the Diddy case. Is that harassment? No. So Tay positively is not harassing her. She's responding. So it's fine when True T is responding to this lawsuit that she's not even the plaintiff, but she's prepping herself to be a plaintiff with all these content creators because she has possession of their addresses that was obtained illegally. Now, to get my address, you're supposed to send a subpoena to Google, YouTube, and stuff. They got my phone number in here, my address, um, emails from my children from 30 years ago in serving me. And it was obtained illegally. Tay has asked to be left alone, but she has the right to read these public documents. Guess what? Nobody has harassed True T. Nobody has harassed Here for Hot Tea or Trending. Nobody has harassed this attorney. But everybody has the right to sue. It's will you have the right to win? Now, it's fine when you coming after content creators who are now fighting back, because I don't think this lawsuit was well thought out. You know why? How can you serve so many people and think that they weren't going to answer? You just going to put a judgment on people. I was given 5 days to answer back. In the jurisdiction of Virginia, it's 21 days. In the jurisdiction of Missouri, is 21 days to answer back. And when they didn't get it back, they put judgments on 3 of the content creators, $10 million, knowing good well in their lifetime they would not make $10 million, which is wrong. It is wrong. But then the content creators don't have the money. But this whole lawsuit, in my opinion, as a person on the lawsuit, and many attorneys feel that this should be dropped. There is a history of this attorney offending people. And like I said, she is stating who her witnesses is. True T is her witness. And that subscriber who's made that statement against me, she don't even live in the United States. And she will be subpoenaed if I have to go to court. See, what you don't understand, they didn't count on people fighting back. You think that you're going to put $120 million lawsuit on people and they not going to speak? I wouldn't have to pay the whole 120, but I would have to pay a percentage for something. I never called her a fake attorney. My lawyer didn't respond to her. Didn't harass her. She responded to her. I was never in the group called The Family. They already identified who they were, but they said that they were just a bunch of friends who were communicating under something about some cake that I don't know anything about. So I'm going to fight, and hopefully I'm dismissed. But I'm going to start filing some things too to protect myself. And I'm telling you, those smaller YouTubers, you better stay out of it, because you're going to find yourself in court, because they're going to want to ask you where you got that information for. For example, Anonymous T did she went on. Now, she has nothing to do with this. She just inserted herself in this lawsuit. She just inserted herself by going over there, making comments, and saying everything is alleged and in my very own opinion. It's free, 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 free. Well, you just made statements against people that's not true. And nobody's gonna sit there and allow these smaller content creators to be making allegations against them. You're disparaging people's reputations by saying that not less Anonymous T and this other lady over there, Brand News, or all this, they are all getting themselves involved in something that's very serious with True T and all of this. It would be best for observers to observe with their mouths closed, because see, now that I am on this lawsuit, crazy have come into the chat. Crazy with money is involved. And I do not plan on letting um nobody disparage my name and, on a lie. The video is out. I never call her a fake attorney, and for her to perjure herself in legal documents about me, perjure herself that I was in a gang, that none of those people that was on that chat even spoke to me. I didn't speak to T Talk with your girl. I didn't speak to Brayton. I didn't speak to Chef Don Don. I didn't speak to Prosperity Thick Girl. Why would I be in this lawsuit? And Chef Don Don shouldn't be in this lawsuit. He never said anything that he was going to do. I got the receipts, y'all. I promise you, people sent me the receipts of what happened in that chat, and nobody at all made threats against nobody. And this lawyer was also jumping on all these people pages. I mean, it's costing me thousands to pull every time that she went on somebody's chat and was speaking. I am pulling listen, I am asking YouTube and Google to, every time this lawyer used her real name, her stage name, and everything, to show that she was a part of these communications, and all of a sudden flipped and filed the lawsuit. Crazy with money has come into the chat. And I am not going to bypass this. Either dismiss me or miss me with this mess, because with every penny I spend, I intended on getting money back from American Born, True T, Anonymous, all these people. I plan on getting my money. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm suing for all my attorney fees. So right now I'm up on like $4,000, and I'm gonna keep spending money and keep digging, because anytime that I pulled anybody's information, I never came out and said her name is Aunt NIECY and she live at 123 Rogue Road, or none of that kind of stuff. And still, I believe I know True T's identity, and never came out and told y'all who or where she lived or where she worked. And I would not do that. But guess what? It's good to have a vault. It's good to have a file. It's good that I am in this. So now when I put out information, other people will be updated to this lawsuit. Because y'all, they got SpongeBob up in here. They got Sweetie Pie, Tim Norman listed in this lawsuit. When you read this, NIECY, this should be a joke. You got this woman saying that she helped Mel get out of a lawsuit. I mean, to convince her to divorce her husband and stuff. This don't have nothing to do. This is in this lawsuit. It has
Yeah.
nothing to do with this. Is all in this lawsuit.
SARS in charge. That's why I was just telling people we need to be taking care of our mental health. And I don't understand, with everything you got to go through every day in your life is stressful enough not to manufacture more stress. I do not understand it. Like, there's enough to be talked about right now with everything that's going on in this country, not to be filing frivolous lawsuits. Y'all need, everybody need to keep a check on their mental health.
Now, PBE is saying something that's alleged, but I heard the same thing when dealing with all this. It was Prosperity and Chef did the initial live that brought up the first her in the first place. Um, and that's what I'm saying. This don't have those people didn't speak to me in that group, the family. So how was I head of the family? In that group, they didn't like Anthony. So how was he the head of the group? The entire lawsuit is made up, and I'm telling y'all, and this is really messing with me because I should not be in no real lawsuit because this is real. It's making serious allegations about me. And now that I'm involved, this thing is a road to Looney Tune. It is. And like I said, y'all pray for Tay because I would have never thought when Tay talked, cried. Oh, that's when I felt the impact. My hairs raised up on my neck, saying, "Wait a minute, this is getting real." And to be messing with uppity, y'all. I mean, and the smart content creators, the great big one, they done lean back. They ain't even involved in this. They done lean back. They saying y'all do that dumb stuff. I got too much to lose. But when you added me, you added a nut to this case, a nut to want to be free, a nut to be want to be right. And look, you said I have the video on my page now where I allowed her to take over my channel and speak her piece, where she names the people in question. None of us should be in this case, and I believe that to go after Chef Don for $10 million, get out of here. To go after, and y'all know I do not mess with T Talk with your girl, but she shouldn't be in this lawsuit, y'all. T Talk with your girl have said some crazy stuff, but not enough that will land her in a $10 million lawsuit. Okay. And what is the end game? The end game is that they all want $120 million, and that is what this is about in Alabama. That's what this was about in Virginia, getting money. That's what it's about in this lawsuit. And there's one more from True T that is to follow. I'm going to tell you, it started with the first lawsuit with PBE and Anthony in Virginia. It was lost. If you don't believe me, go to PBE page and she will show you where the judge dismissed it and said that the plaintiff have to pay Anthony Loptes and PBE their money back. Then the second lawsuit in Alabama, it started with Stormy wanting to sue Stormy. Then it started with Maurice Scott. That's where they still is right now. Then it started with this lawsuit. And now there's one to follow. Y'all listen to me. It started with the content creator PBE and Anthony. That didn't go well. Same attorney of this mess on that case. 2, now with Stormy. Then it was Maurice Scott. Same attorney named on that case. Now it's this case. Same attorney on this case. What is the common denominator? The attorney. And this is what I'm saying. They have had a coordinated plan to sue YouTube, and they are holding us CC's hostage to shake down the corporate defendants. Like for PBE, they went after AT&T. It's here. They went after AT&T. They went after let me tell you, Google, TikTok. They went after Instagram. They went after AT&T, Orlando Police Department, Carlos King company, Maurice Scott, OWN was dismissed. They're going after the Oprah Winfrey Network, network, Oprah Winfrey Network LLC, Carlos, um, they're going after people's job, stating that Tay works at Sitco gas station, which she does not work at Sitco gas station. But they going after everybody. This is a coordinated money grab. My opinion. Okay. And when you're listening to that content creator, you're listening to her repeat the same things over and over and over and over again. Baby, that is to lure your mental state into this lawsuit. The same thing is repeated. Listen to it. It's repeated. They're going to jail. They're going to jail. They're going to jail. Listen to how many times these words are being said. Baby, um, I didn't watch I'm gonna watch it today. So it's a money grab, absolutely. Yep, I remember when she was gathering people to sue Stormy. Absolutely. I'm going to tell you, PBE is here. I'm not gonna say who tried to sue her, but she did. It happened in is they're going across, and I got added because show me the money. But baby, I didn't get this money being stupid. Some same thing. I was in court with her in Missouri 2 times. She lost both and then passed the torch to the content creator. hmm That's what's going on here. And then
Yeah.
the crying and begging for money. They're using this money to go against these people to funnel this lawsuit and their income. That is what's happening. The money that you are donating and making you feel sorry for people that's not 80. Y'all, this is a dig on circus. I am telling you. First, it happened. Then the same content creator went after Funky Dineva, and Funky Dineva put out that person's picture, birthday, name, and Jewish lawyers. And what happened? Zip, it was shut down. When then Stormy, then I'm telling you, in Alabama, cases are going on right now. Virginia said we ain't playing. Missouri, I can't wait till my lawyers put A to Z from 2023 to now what's going on. And it's all going to be outlined from these court papers. That's why y'all don't see me up here saying much. We are getting like they trying to run us off of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't know what's the meaning of this lawsuit, but content creators are turning against each other for this crap. Which, if T Talk with your girl don't like me, what I'm gonna do is just not mess with her. She called me out my name, then I should be able to call her out her name. If Butterfly called me out my name, then I should be able to joke Butterfly. You know, it's just words that we shouldn't even be doing this. We too grown for
I think that
I'll be
this
sick
whole I think you should leave
joking
it
about somebody with
alone.
teeth and chiclet teeth and bald head and looking like Coolio. I shouldn't be doing that.
I please don't, cause the the back and forth, Marcella. Whenever you start roasting somebody, you just come out with anything, baby. So don't let it calm down for a minute, because Marcella, you throw that arm behind that chair and just everything be coming out. So I say leave it alone. Let me speak on straw for 1 minute, because
Yes, watch it today. Let me
it
look.
I'm not gonna
I
give the
gotta be in
point.
a
I'm
meeting.
not gonna give the whole thing away, because I know some people
Listen,
haven't
I gotta go,
watched
y'all,
it.
because I do have an appointment. Niecy gonna stay up here. Yes, and Rich tell her don't entertain the ex. Yes, I can't keep entertaining these people. But y'all, I love
Mhm.
y'all so much. Y'all, please pray good prayers for Tim, and pray for me that and the content creators that I named, that they are protected. Y'all just please pray for even misdiagnosis. You know, she she needs prayer, y'all. And Nisi, Tell people to hit the like button. Hit the like button, y'all.
Yeah,
Subscribe.
sure.
Um,
They hit the like button because the likes are not equaling up to the
y'all,
amount of views.
hit the like button. And y'all in the bushes, baby.
Come on down, hit the like button. It's free.
Come out the clouds and hit that like button, y'all, because YouTube is getting on people for not getting on likes, honey. And I love y'all. Please watch my shorts. I'm gonna put out a dance video in a few minutes. I just put one out for rest in peace, Ale Us. He passed away. We had another you know,
The guy from ooh, I got them all in my
are
phone,
leaving here,
y'all.
y'all. A lot of people are leaving here. And y'all just please oh, we need good energy on these YouTube streets, y'all. We need good energy, and Lord knows, let's get it back. But I
Yeah,
got to go because
all right.
all right, bye bye, baby. I love y'all. I love y'all. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye. In the
Okay, y'all.
streets, in the
The guy that sings "Follow Me," he passed away. That song been out since I was going to the club back in the day, and you know you get that when it first come on. He passed. The guy from Surface, if I'm not mistaken, passed. I haven't had a chance to put these on my page. Not Surface, Atlantic Star. Wayne Lewis, he passed away. And also Sly Stone, you know, he was the funk master. He died at 82. So yeah, people are leaving here. The guy from Atlanta Star was 68. That's relatively young, I feel, to pass away. So anyway, I'm going on to straw. And the reason why I want to bring this up is because it's the same situation that's going on these YouTube streets. It got to a point where she was having mental issues. I'm not gonna give it away. She had mental issues, y'all, and it ended up one day just spiraling out of control, where she unlived somebody, and then the plot when she went somewhere else and did something else that was totally out of her character. And it came from an experience that she had that broke her. Like she was already living in a home with no air conditioner, barely making it, trying to pay for her kids' medicine, and something happened that broke her. And you see everything that goes on, and you find out at the end what actually made her break. And it's the same thing that's going on in the YouTube streets. You never know when that one thing that you're gonna say is gonna put people over that limit. They're gonna put them over the gun line, okay? Because this movie can be directly correlated with what's going on here on YouTube. Um, y'all, let me say this before I go. Even if you only have a patio, grow you some tomatoes, grow you some cucumbers. You could get it so you could get you a little trailer so it'll grow up and the vines won't be everywhere. Um, Grow some lettuce. Try to grow as much as you can. Get you some bags. Get you some of that cheap dirt from Lowe's. Um, I think it's called Timberland or Timberlake. It's only like $2 or $3 a bag, and it's very clean. Um, don't have a lot of ingredients in it. It's cow manure mixed with compost. So get you some of that. Get you a few. If you can afford to get the plants, get the plants. If you can't, go ahead and sow your seeds. So you'll be able to have some food within the next like month and a half. Um, mm, 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 mm. Make sure that if you're able to get your blick, um, while before they start saying that we ain't giving out blick permits anymore, go ahead and go down to your local uh police station. Like we got like a sheriff office we go to here, um where the magistrate and everybody be. You go in there and you sign up for your permit. And what else I need for y'all to do? Get you some water containers. I'm gonna put all the links to my Amazon. You know how I feel about Amazon right now, but it's a great place to get emergency supplies. So that's all I'm encouraging people to buy over there. Get you some water containers that you can and it need to be drinkable water containers. I have all the stuff in the Amazon list. I done tried out a bunch of products for y'all so I can know what's good and what ain't good. And I got it all in the Amazon list. Um, Go ahead and get you a mask, a gas mask. I'm looking into radiation suits. Um, I'm trying to get enough plastic where I can seal off my windows if need to be. Like y'all, I'm taking this to the utmost prepper status. But I feel like it's like I always tell y'all, it's better to be ready than to be trying to get ready when everybody else running to the store. Get you some Mylar bags. I got that in the list. Um, where you can put your dry beans and your rice in there with oxygen absorbers and it lasts for years. You could get the buckets and put oxygen absorbers in it. I don't have a lot of space unless I put it out in my barn. But I need for y'all to, if y'all don't listen to nothing else that I say, get ready because we are living in revelations. You see how the enemy is whenever you're talking about something like this. But if I was dragging somebody, that wouldn't have happened. Um, so y'all please get ready. I know money is tight and you don't see the need for some of this stuff, but if things continue to progress and this man is actually sending military out, there's no telling what's gonna happen, and we may not be able to go outside our homes. So get ready. If you live in a country like me and you got a backyard, go ahead and get you a garden together. I'm gonna be freezing a bunch of watermelon and all kinds of things. My zucchini, my squash, I'm gonna be sealing those up with my what's that thing called? I got it for free. I'm gonna be sealing it up in that and freezing it. I got so much rice because I can eat rice every day, dry beans. And you got to get non-perishables also because you never know they may turn the electricity off like they did in Spain. In Spain, they had no cell service, no electricity, no running water. Um, so they could try that with us. Everybody in Spain said they everybody just worked together and made sure that the elderly had what they need to have. If you can afford it, get you a solar generator. Um, I got one of those over in the Amazon list also, and I'm gonna put it under this video, y'all, because y'all really need to get you a few things that's gonna get you through. Um, Lastly, I'm gonna go back to mental health. It is Black men's mental health month. So, walk by a gentleman and say, like this woman does, says, "You too handsome not to be smiling." You know what I'm saying? Like, really, 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 give our Black men props. The ones that's in your life, your sons, your husband, your brothers. Give everybody props, because I think that's something that we lack in doing with our Black men. Um and anybody who's involved in this lawsuit, whoever the person who filed, please drop it. Spending money right now on stuff like this whenever we got all this going on in America, y'all please. I I oh my God, I implore you to stop with this, and so we could get ready and come together as a community and help each other out, because it was a lot of trial and error for me growing food. That's the type of thing that I really want to get up here and do. I might not have but 20 people in the chat, because people don't want to come over here and watch unless it's about mess. But I be giving you information on gardening, on different things. But you see that the numbers are going down since Marcella left and not talking about the lawsuit anymore. So I just don't know. Let me drop the link in case anybody want to come up right quick. If not, I'm getting ready to get off. Y'all know this ain't my time of morning. I just so happened this morning to wake up at 5:30, and I was like, "What is going on? Like, why am I up at 5:30 and I haven't really been back to sleep?" Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? As far as the emergency list, the main things you should get. Hold on, let me look at it right quick. And I got a list called emergency and then I got one called organic and gardening, um, where you can see the things that I've already bought and that I approve, because I don't just tell you to buy anything. Um, there's a couple more things. Um, 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 let's see my list. Wait a minute, trying to find my list. Walkie talk, walkie talkie should be one of the things. Somebody at the door, darling. Um, if you have a small backyard, I got small greenhouses that's like $89, where you can grow you a few plants even in the wintertime. I got one up there that I use. I also have one that I'm gonna be showing y'all later today that I got from Wayfair, and it's huge. It's not the greenhouse that I had before. That was very, very nice, but this one is doing the job. So I'm gonna show y'all that later on this evening. Um, let me see. Let me go. I bought air purifiers. So if you don't have an air purifier, get one of those. I bought filters for mine. I know y'all ain't gonna be trying to buy the one that I got, because this was $1,000, but I need that because of my illness. Um, and let me go to. I got the best fertilizers that I found on the stuff that I've used that has really worked. I got all of that in there. Um, Gardening, I got uh in my Amazon storefront. It's like I got little solar generators for at least where you can hook up enough power where you can hook up a one refrigerator to keep your foods cool, and then you just take the panel outside, let it charge up, and bring it back inside. Um, let's see. Hold on. Let me tell y'all the exact one. I got one called gardening, like I said, and it's got the tools, the 5 gallon fabric bags that I use. It has the trellises, and I love these sticks that I get from a company called Deep Drip. So those are in the list, and you use deep drip sticks. Like if you want to plant a plum tree, apple tree, peach tree, it's good to put those in there. That way you can get water directly to the root of the tree or whatever you trying to grow, where you need some more water to flow towards the root of the plant. That's what the deep drips are for, and they are very good. I got the rain barrel that I use, but that item they're trying to restock that right now. Um, I got all kinds of the neem oil, all the fertilizers. I got an automatic solar drip system. So like if you got a lot of plants and you're gonna go out of town, you can put those solar drip systems in there and it'll water your plants every day on the time that you selected. Um I got all kind of grow beds, seeds. Um I'm gonna be sharing a recipe that you can put together that I actually made from Mila Eve, and it works so good, y'all. The combination of ingredients that I put in that bottle has kept all the ants away. Um, I see you, but your devices are not connected. Anybody else want to come up and say anything? Because I feel like right now in this country we need to get together and bond together and really help each other out. Um, they even have a little plastic like greenhouse. It's only $159 over in on Amazon. Um, and I'm gonna put my storefront in the comments. I guess you can see if she gonna come back before I go. Um, and then, like I said, I got the list and everything that I'm gonna put down up under the description of the video. Because we really need to buy a few things to get ready, just in case we can't leave our house. Because some people don't even have food in the refrigerator. They order out every day. Hold on, and I'm gonna read y'all comments. Let me put this in the chat. Um, and like I said, the only thing I'm encouraging you to buy over there is emergency supplies. Because it's the most quickest, convenient way to get the supplies that you need. um, I am the granny nanny Monday through Friday, 8 to 6. I nap with the kids. I know that's right. That's what I used to do whenever I had my niece I used to keep. Thank you, Linda, for saying I give great advice. Thank you, Celeste, also. Thank y'all for staying and listening. Um, I rebuke all the suing nonsense, and me too. These demons trying to make a buck. I rebuke all of it. I love the garden. I made it happen out of dirty rock where I can post pictures. Yeah, we want to see it. We want you to come live and we want to see it. Because we can share tips.
Yeah,
Um go ahead. Hey
yeah.
Linda.
Nixie, I just want to say, I love you and I'm proud of you. Um, I love Marcella too. I'm glad she's taking a stand and, against that lawsuit. But, that's not, you know, what's going to help us all in the lower scheme of things.
Mm-hmm.
So I want people to listen to your great advice because things are happening that's far beyond this duty beefness, and I want people to be aware. Like you was talking about mental health. Mental health is so very important. That's why everything's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
People are just suffering out here, suffering.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to get a whole lot worse. So just not to scare people, but to prepare them. Listen to your advice about growing your own food, about taking care of your families, about evacuation plans, getting their go bags ready. Getting make
Mm-hmm.
sure they have in case something even weather related happen. That
Mm-hmm.
is what's going to help us
all all
prepare us
your
for.
important papers should be in something waterproof, and it should be ready to grab to go in your go bag in case you got to evacuate your home.
Exactly, exactly. So let's listen to more of what you're talking about and less about this crazy stuff that's going on to YouTube because that's not going to help you. That
Right.
row of beans that you're planting, that row of cabbage that you're planting, getting yourself and your family prepared, that's what's going to help you.
And like I said, it may be to the point that we're gonna have to pile up together somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly.
And that's what I need for people to be doing. You need to be talking to your family and friends, asking what you gonna be doing. Um,
Exactly.
come
And
on up.
I never, this is the first time I ever come up on the live. And I've been following Marcella
Mhm.
a long time. This is the first time that I ever, you know, had hopped up on the live like this because
Uh,
this is so very, very important what you're talking about. And I wish more
very.
people would pay attention. Please pay attention, folks.
Yeah. All I try to do, like I said, I give people the information and they do with it what they will. But when I tell you, you guys need to be talking to your family and friends, asking what we're gonna do if this happens. Just like I had all my beautiful plants out there in the greenhouse and they were doing well, tree fell on it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you could be prepared, but then something else happened. You get what I'm saying? So it needs to be some provisions made where you can say if this goes on, the lights go out, you're gonna come over here, so at least you can get a hot shower. You know what I'm saying? We need to make those kind of provisions, just like, our brother got a large generator at his house, asked to go over there and take a shower. You get what I'm saying? Just I feel like you should be prepared. If you have no internet, have no um cell phone, have no lights, have no water. So like I said, go ahead and get ready right now before this man is close to enacting martial law. And that's all he wanted was people to get out in them streets, so he'll find a reason to do that. It's part of Project 2025, y'all. I read all 922 pages, and this is all part of it. I wish Celeste would come up. I don't know what happened. Her device didn't connect. But I would love to hear what she has to say if she can come up for about 5 minutes before I end it. You got anything else to say?
No, that's it. That's it. I love everybody and I'm praying for everybody.
And me too. And you know that here in it's still saying device is not connected, babe. I don't know what's going on.
Hopefully she can get connected.
You may need to go to the camera or to
I had to
the
go all the way out and then come back in, so she might have to do that and make sure
yeah,
she's get connected. You know,
yeah, she's popping up, but
browser. Yeah,
maybe she didn't because sometimes you have to turn your mic on and all that stuff and camera in the settings. So hopefully she'll pop back up in a few seconds. Oh, okay. She said she's not at home. Um, because I would love for you to tell people a few things about um you be talking about with the end of times and all that stuff. Maybe we can schedule a live at a later date where we could go through those things. It sounds scary, y'all, but there's a lot of things that's in Revelations that's coming to pass. And I'm not finna sit here and say this that got the end of the world, but it's feeling like it.
I'm going
So
down now, Niecy.
okay, it's feeling like it, y'all. It's feeling like it. So I want y'all to be ready as much as you can. I know that money is tight out here. Um, but you at least want to be able to have some beans, some rice, or something to feed your family in case we can't leave our homes and go out to the stores and stuff like that. I'm telling you, it's in Project 2025 that they want to do a lockdown. And um, you see, no president has ever sent the military to control American citizens. That's been a no for all these years. It's been a hell no for all these years. And all of a sudden, ain't nobody got nothing to say about this man sending 700 Marines. One of something pop off, and they think they heard a pow pow shot, and they open fire, and there are a bunch of people laid out there unalive. Y'all take this time serious. I put my link to my storefront in the chat, but I'm also, like I said, post a specific list individually in the description of the video. Later on the day, whenever I wake up, I usually don't function before 12 o'clock. I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna tell y'all some tips and show y'all my garden and how it's doing. And the greenhouse that I got free from Wayfair was like only 200 and something dollars, and it's a 12 by 12. It's not what I had, but it's doing a beautiful job. My plants are looking very healthy in there. So I'm gonna show y'all everything that I use and some tips that I've been learning, and I'm still learning, y'all. That's why I was telling y'all since 2020, if you only put 3 or 4 plants out there, go ahead and see, can you grow this food, so just in case you need that skill in the future, that you will have it. And here we go, 5 years later. Uh it's looking like we may need this. So yeah, y'all, I'm gonna get ready and go. I'm gonna come back live later this afternoon whenever I go outside and water my garden and my plants in my greenhouse, and I'm gonna show y'all everything that I got going on out there. Um, listen, y'all, and country girl Queena, baby, you saying what I was getting ready to say. Everybody stay prayed up. There's this song that I love. It's called "Breathe Into Me, Lord" from Fred Hammond. And if you feel like you need some deliverance with everything that you're going through with your mental health, that is the song to listen to. Breathe into me, Lord, the breath of life, so my spirit will be whole and my soul made right. Listen to that song by Fred Hammond. I play that all the time. That song gives me so much encouragement. Another one is "It Was Necessary" um, by Dennis Reed. Um, "Safe in His Arms." Those are the three songs that I be ready to run through the house whenever I'm listening to it. And there's many, many, many more that I love, but those are three of my favorite songs that if you need some encouragement, "Second Chance," um, that's another one you should download. Um, but yeah, that is something we could do one day. We can just talk about that. Talk about, encouraging music, encouraging scriptures. And yeah, y'all. Well, I'm gonna go because I got something I got to do by 12 o'clock, and I'm pushing it. So love y'all. Praying for everybody that supports us over here. I'm praying for the people who don't support us because I just feel like we're about to go through something. Um, June 14th, 2025, plan a nationwide protest day. Martial law may be declared because the protesters are planning a coordinated No Kings demonstration against President Donald Trump across the U.S. on his birthday. And that's going to give him the perfect, perfect chance to enact martial law. Perfect chance. And he taking these people SNAP benefits, housing, um, HUD. He's taking all that for the most vulnerable. Medicare, Medicaid. They cutting it and gutting it for this food to have enough money to give tax cuts to the rich, and for him to have this military parade. He could take that $50 million or however much it's gonna cost, and seeing everybody $100. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just dumb. It's just dumb. But yeah, y'all stay prayed up. Go ahead and get ready. And as soon as I end this, I'm gonna drop the links down in the description of the video for the specific list. The one I put in the chat is my Amazon storefront. But yeah, y'all. And then I got some more stuff I need to show y'all on the review. So when I do the garden stuff, I'm gonna do the review video also because I gotta get some of that in. I gotta get one in by 12 p.m. Um I hope that they at least go out, get some drive-ins, get some rice, get some water, because we need to stock up on water. Um and make sure you at least got some stuff, y'all. All right. Okay. And definitely come back this afternoon because I'm gonna be going through the garden and giving y'all the pointers that I've learned so far. All right, y'all. Have a blessed day.